Hi there, so I'm going to be going over my digipack, each section by section, saying where I was influenced and also my inspirations and the conventions that I've done. So yeah, this is the front cover for my digipack, and basically the artist logo is at the top and also in the biggest font. And I noticed after looking at many examples that this was the common convention to see. The artist logo is always the biggest, or the artist's name or title is always the biggest on the album cover. And also then there's the album title, and in some examples the album title was the same font as the artist logo, and then some examples were like this, where the album title is in a different font to the artist logo. So for example, Lady Gaga's Fame Monster, the artist logo and the album title are in the same font, in the same colour as well, so they're both gold. And then for Eminem, it's also the same font for the artist logo and the album title for Eminem's Curtain Call. And then also the same thing for Ellie Goulding's Delirium. The artist logo is the same font and the same colour as the album title. But for example, one example which doesn't do that is Marina and the Diamonds Fruit, her deluxe album. The artist logo is in a different font to the album title, and that's where I was mainly inspired by that example, by Marina and the Diamonds. And then also another common convention is to see the sticker on the album. So for example, Little Mix's latest album has got this sticker. Also Lana Del Rey's Ultraviolence has this sticker, and also Justin Bieber's Believe deluxe album has a sticker, and the stickers usually commonly say deluxe version or special edition, and tells you the details of what's inside the tracks. So this says 13 tracks, including hit singles, Bloodstream, Hurts So Good, Think Before I Talk, Such a Boy, plus 3 bonus tracks live from the studio, Hide, Hurts So Good, Paper Thin. And basically I was inspired to add specifically three bonus tracks from the example Lana Del Rey Ultraviolence, which has 3 bonus tracks on it, and also Katy Perry's Teenage Dream album, which has 3 bonus tracks as well. And yeah, so the sticker is a very common convention to see. And also, as you can see, the front image is a medium close-up / medium shot of the artist. And yeah, that's very common to see the artist in it, the artist on the front cover of the album. Like in the example for Marina and Diamonds Fruit, it's a close-up of the artist just like this, of the artist's face. And also for the example Ellie Goulding Delirium, and also Ellie Goulding's Halcyon Days, you see a medium shot of the artist on the front cover. And yeah, and then moving on to the spine. The focus is just a problem. Anyway, so the spine, I noticed that it's a very common convention to have the record label logo on one end, so either the left end or the right end, but I chose to have it on the left end, which is very common, and also the product number, which is here on the right side. And then also it's very common to have in the middle the artist logo or the artist title, and then the album title straight after. But the artist logo and the album title are always in the middle of the spine. And anyway, moving on to the back cover. So after looking at many examples, every single example has a barcode. So many examples that I found had the barcode here on the right bottom side, but I found some examples which had them on the right upper sides, so I did that on the right upper side. And also it's very common to have, well, it's always common to have the track list on the back. So for example, for Halsey's Badlands album, the track list is directly in the middle, exactly the same as this. And she's got a standard album of Badlands and also a deluxe version of the album. And the deluxe version has about 16 tracks, I think. And the normal version has about 11 tracks. So yeah, this is the deluxe version and it's got 16 tracks. So I was influenced by Badlands example by Halsey, and also by Halsey's Hopeless Fountain Kingdom, which has the same thing. So I think it's 16 or 17 tracks. And then I also noticed it's very common to have the artist's website at the bottom, and also the record label's website. So yeah, that's my artist website and also the record label's website. And then secondly, there's the copyright statement, which is always on every single album that you find, as I noticed in all the examples I looked at. And also below that you get the record label logo, so that's in the middle. And then available on iTunes and compact disc. Basically, I was mainly influenced by Dua Lipa's track list or back cover of her Digipack album. So it came in the exact same order. The track list was in the middle, then the copyright straight underneath, and then the record label logo directly underneath the copyright statement. So I was mainly influenced by Dua Lipa's latest album example. And yeah, but however, she put the barcode in the right lower corner, but I didn't, I put it there. And also, as you can see, the image for the back panel is of the artist again, but from behind. So it's very common to have a direct link between the front panel and the back panel. So the front panel image is the same. She's wearing the same costume, same hair and everything in the back image. And also, the double exposure effect is used on this back image, just the same as the double exposure is used on this front image, so for the hair and for the top. So yeah, there's a direct link in the front and back panel, and also the background is white on the front panel, and it's the same white background on the back panel and on the spine. So yeah, I think that's about it for that. And yeah, and the copyright statement, I was influenced. I basically looked at Ellie Goulding's Halcyon Days album copyright statement on the back, and also Ellie Goulding's Delirium copyright statement on the back, and basically I wrote it the same thing but with asterisk S instead of Ellie Goulding. So I copied the same copyright statement, and I also put the product number at the end, which is very common to see. And yeah, so now I'm opening it. So these are the inner panels, and this is supposedly the disc, but obviously there isn't a disc in it, but that's mimicking what the disc would look like. So yeah, for the inner panel I put the lyrics for the track Bloodstream, which is the track that I chose to make my music video for. So there's a direct link between the music video and the Digipack, and also this image that you can see is taken from the music video, so there's a clear sense of branding between both. And yeah, so it's a direct link between the music video and the Digipack. And yeah, since there's Bloodstream lyrics as well, that links with the music video. And anyway, the disc here, I noticed after looking at many examples, it's common convention to have the artist logo at the top and then the album title, and also the compact disc audio symbol, as you can see here, very common to see, and also the copyright statement yet again at the bottom with the record label logo. But also, looking at many examples did have some have the track list going in the middle, around the middle of the disc, and also the copyright statement going around the middle of the disc. But however, I wanted to do it like this because after looking at one example for, let me think, I think it was Halsey's Hopeless Fountain Kingdom. Yeah, Halsey's Hopeless Fountain Kingdom. I looked at her album for that. So I think it was the jewel case version, and basically the disc is yellow and it's got the album title at the top, it's got the copyright statement and the record label logo at the bottom. So however, I decided to add the artist logos, but Housey's Hope Return to Kingdom example just had the album title at the top instead of having the artist logo as well as the album title. So yeah, I was mainly influenced by Housey's Hope Return to Kingdom example for the design of the disc, and I also wanted a clear link between the inner panels and the disc, so I kept the same design, which is around the inner panels. So it's got a flowing technique, so when you see the disc it will flow with the rest of the inner panels, so it will look very nice. So when you take it out, the image will still be there behind, but the disc will have the two eyes on it. So you take it out and then yeah, it will look nice. And yeah, I think that's about it for my digipack. Yeah, but yeah, there's many examples that has inspired me to make my digipack, and yeah, I discovered the conventions after looking at many examples. So yeah, and also one last thing, the multicolour element of the album title and the artist logo, I was inspired from Marina and the Diamonds Fruit album, or the digipack album. Basically, the album title is multicoloured like this, and it's also has a 3D element to it. So I was really inspired by that example. And then also for this artist logo, I was inspired by, again, Maroon and Diamonds Fruit example, the 3D element to it and the multicoloured element to it. And then also Post Malone's Stoney album, basically the word Stoney, which is the album title, has the same kind of, is it the same font as this, which is called Planet Cosmos. I found it on dafont.com, and yeah, so that's the same font that for Stoney, Post Malone's album. And also I saw on Post Malone's social media, he posted a design of his Stoney again. So this is not the actual album cover, but this is just on the social media. I think it's just a nice design of the word Stoney again. And basically it had this effect, which had like multiple versions of the word like underneath the title, which you can see here. It's like an outline, two outlines underneath the actual artist logo. And yeah, so I was inspired by Post Malone's Stoney album on the social media. So it's not the actual album cover, but it's just an image on the social media that he posted. And yeah, so, but he is in the hip hop genre, so, but my artist is in the electropop genre, so yeah, I took inspiration from other genres, for example, hip hop, as Post Malone is, and yeah. So I think that's mainly it for inspiration for the artist logo design. And yeah, I also, one last thing, I was influenced by the double exposure effect from Depeche Mode's, some of their merch. Basically, this one company that I think was commissioned by Depeche Mode designed this merchandise. I think it was a poster which was purple, and basically it was of a female. I think it was a medium shot of this female's body from behind sitting down, and it was of her back, and basically there was an image of a tree on it, double exposed over her back, and it was a very nice effect. I really liked it, so I was inspired by that example to have the double exposure effect over sections of the artist's face and body. And yeah, so I think that's about it. So thank you for watching.